Good morning, friends. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us start again. So we have been solving this homogeneous state equation we solved yesterday. That's x dot equal to ax, where x of t naught can be conveniently taken as 0. That has been defined as x0. And we have seen that the solution of this equation is, help me, what is the solution of this equation? Xt equal to, yes, xt is equal to
K
e
e
to
to
the
the power
power
8.
e to the power a t minus t naught into xt naught. But if t naught is taken as 0, it can be taken for radii systems. Then you can write xt is equal to e to the power at x of 0. What is this e to the power at known as? E to the power at is known as state transition matrix. Why do we call this state transition matrix? Because this matrix governs the transition of states from any initial state to any final state. That's why we call it state transition matrix. That means if you have been given the initial conditions and you want to evaluate xt, you need to first of all evaluate e to the power at, which is actually known as the state transition matrix. How have we defined the state transition matrix e to the power at as? What is this equal to? It's an infinite series defined as I plus at plus a square t square upon 2 factorial plus so on plus ak t to the power k upon k factorial plus it can be written in compact form as summation of I is equal to 0 to infinity a to the power I t to the power I upon I factorial. Is that okay? This is what we learned yesterday. So you basically have xt equal to e to the power at x. Now, somewhere in control system literature, this e to the power at is also sometimes written as phi t, where phi t is the state transition matrix that's equal to e to the power at. So we sometimes in many books you will find this xt written as phi t into xt. Is that okay? Yeah, मैंने जनरल फॉर्म में लिखा था xt का एक्सप्रेशन, that is e to the power a t minus t naught x t naught. So in terms of phi t, how will we write it? It is xt equal to phi of t minus t naught x of t naught, where phi t minus t naught is equal to e to the power a t minus t naught is the state transition matrix. State transition matrix. This is sometimes in short of how we write it. STM. State transition matrix. अगर मैं इस phi t की properties dot down करूं, I already know the properties of e to the power at. I will rewrite them for phi t. What will be the properties of phi t or state transition matrix? Properties of state transition matrix. पहली प्रॉपर्टी क्या हमने कल प्रूव की थी? That was e to the power a into 0. That's e to the power big 0, which is a matrix 0. That's equal to I. So in terms of phi t, how do I write it? I write it as phi. Instead of t, I write down 0. So phi 0 is equal to I. Second property हमने क्या लिखी थी स्टेट ट्रांजिशन मैट्रिक्स की? That is e to the power a t plus tau. That is e to the power a t e to the power a tau. So in terms of this phi, how can I write this as? This is phi. Yes, help me. What do I write here? Phi of. Are you listening or not? Do you understand this? कोई तो respond करो.
Yes, sir.
So phi of t plus tau is equal to what? That is equal to phi of t, phi of tau. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
तीसरी प्रॉपर्टी क्या लिखी थी हमने स्टेट ट्रांजिशन मैट्रिक्स की? That is e to the power at का इनवर्स. That is equal to e to the power minus at. सही है?
Yes.
That's basically phi t का जो इनवर्स है, that is equal to phi of minus t. Okay? So this is your property number 3 rewritten in terms of phi. And property number 4 is d by dt of e to the power at equal to a e to the power at is equal to e to the power at into a. Okay? So in terms of phi t, how will this property look like? This will be, let me write it here. So this property will be d by dt of phi t will be equal to a into phi t, which is equal to phi t into a. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ये वही properties मैंने rewrite की with a different terminology, which you will find in many control system books. This is how they write it. This state transition matrix. So just in order to avoid any confusion, I had just mentioned this. So this is about state transition matrix. Now I will again come to this equation, the equation that we are solving. The homogeneous equation हमने ली थी. X dot equal to ax, x of t naught is defined as x naught. I mean it's given. तो इसका हमने solution देखा. Xt equal to e to the power a t minus t naught x of t naught, or for t naught equal to 0 we write it as xt equal to e to the power at x. Now this is the solution of this state equation in the absence of input term, and we are just trying to see that if how the system will behave with some non-zero initial conditions, what will be the behavior and how will the states respond. So as you can see, this portion, this component of the response, it depends upon the system matrix A only. The system matrix A, it is independent of the input term, because input term anyway we have taken as equal to 0. So this solution is also known as the natural solution. या जो आप कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फंक्शन जब आपने डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन सॉल्व की होंगी, तो we used to obtain a complementary function. This is what that is. It is also known as a natural solution, or this we also call as the transient response. I'll come back to this once I will show you the total response. उसके बाद ये थोड़ा सा क्लियर हो जाएगा. फिलहाल आपको याद रखना है कि ये वाला रिस्पॉन्स जो सिस्टम का है इसमें इनपुट तो दिया ही नहीं हमने, फोर्सिंग फंक्शन तो है ही नहीं इसमें. So this component of the response is only dependent upon the system matrix A. It will depend upon system matrix A, and you will see later on that this component of the response defines what is known as the transient response of the system. I'll come back to this. Let me first of all try to give you the complete solution of the state equation with the input term also. So just keep this at the back of your mind. So now we will talk about solution of non-homogeneous state equation. Non-homogeneous state equation. That means with the input term also. So we have got x dot equal to ax plus bu. Now we will start with this x0 is defined as x. This time t naught has been taken as equal to 0. I want to solve this equation with the input term being there and with non-zero initial conditions, both of them present. So how do we solve this equation? I'll show you step by step the solution of this equation. Now this equation I can write as x dot minus ax equal to bu. Now what I will do is I will pre-multiply both sides by e to the power minus 80. What like it? This is e to the power minus 80 into x dot minus ax equal to b. Are you following the steps? So I have pre-multiplied, अभी तक तो ये simple चल रहा है. I have pre-multiplied this on both sides by e to the power minus 80.
So both sides. Right side.
सर बी यू की साइड में नहीं.
इस साइड से e to the power minus 80 b. ठीक है. अब ये वाला जो इसका LHS वाला टर्म हम साइड में कंसीडर कर लेते हैं. If I take d by dt of e to the power minus 80 into x. Well, I'm in the class. If I'm not picking up the phone, that means I'm busy. E to the power minus 80 into x. If I take a differentiation of this, x is also a function of time. So you will take the product form, जो differentiation आप लेते हो. What will be the differentiation? It will be e to the power minus 80. We will keep it like this. D by dt of x is x dot. Okay. Plus now e to the power minus 80 का differentiation. What's that equal to? Minus a e to the power minus 80. This we have proved yesterday into x. It can be written as e to the power minus 80. If I take it as common, what do I get here? X dot minus ax. क्योंकि ये कम्यूटेटिव है, ये यहाँ से भी ले सकते हैं. We have proved this thing also yesterday. That's differentiation of e to the power 80 is a e to the power 80, or it is also equal to e to the power 80 into a. Is that okay?
Yes sir.
So d by dt of e to the power minus 80x comes out to be this. So that means instead of this, I can write this. So I can write instead of this as d by dt of e to the power minus 80 into x. That's equal to e to the power minus 80 into b. Is that okay? U is also a function of time. Now I will integrate both sides. Taking limits from 0 to t. So if I integrate this, when I integrate this, so I get e to the power minus at into x. X is actually xt, you know that. Integrated from 0 to t is equal to integral of 0 to t. Since I'm integrating from 0 to t and in the limits we have t, instead of this t I can take some other variable. I can write it as e to the power minus a tau. B, u is also a function of t. So u tau and d tau. क्योंकि इसमें लिमिट ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन में t ले रहा हूँ ना, तो चेंज ऑफ वेरिएबल फॉर्म से दिस t I can replace by some other variable tau, and I'm actually integrating with respect to that particular variable. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now when you give these limits, what do you get? And drop this. Now इसमें मैं लिमिट्स अप्लाई करूंगा, so what will I get? I get e to the power minus at xt minus e to the power minus a0 into x naught. So yeah, is equal to integral of 0 to t e to the power minus a tau b u tau and d tau. Or I can write e to the power minus at into xt. What is e to the power minus a0 equal to? That's equal to I.
Iota.
This is
Iota.
minus x naught. You already know this is equal to I. That is equal to integral of 0 to t e to the power minus a tau b u tau and d tau. Or I can write it as e to the power minus at xt is equal to, this I can take on that side, this is equal to x naught plus integral of 0 to t e to the power minus a tau b u tau and d tau. Now I pre-multiply it by e to the power at. What do we get? E to the power at into e to the power minus at. So I pre-multiply it by e to the power at. This is e to the power minus at xt. This is equal to e to the power at x naught plus e to the power at integral of 0 to t e to the power minus a tau b u tau and d tau. Is that okay? Are you following the steps?
Yes, sir.
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर लिमिट में प्रॉब्लम रहा सर, उसमें हम लोग डी टाउ लिए थे ना, तो सर
हाँ।
लिमिट में 0 से टी कैसे
0 से
होगा सर? पहले भी तो टी वेरिएबल था।
t जो है इसमें जो फाइनल टाइम ले रहे हैं ना हम, जो t ले रहे हैं, जहां तक हमें इंटीग्रेट करना है इसको, इस टर्म तक हमको इसको इंटीग्रेट करना है. सो बेसिकली बिकॉज दैट इज t.
यस सर, वही प्रॉब्लम है
यहाँ पे.
यस सर, क्यों टी हुआ?
हाँ,
यस सर, डी टाउ लिए है ना.
t जो है ना, t एक रनिंग वेरिएबल है. t जो है ना, t एक रनिंग वेरिएबल है. रनिंग वेरिएबल इन द सेंस you want to integrate it to some finite time t. It could have even been tf. It's some finite time t up to which you want to integrate this term. इस t तक आप इसमें इंटीग्रेट करना चाहते हो. ये वाला t जो है ना, ये तो बाहर है ना इंटीग्रल से.
ओके सर.
This t is outside the integral. This is not within the. You don't have to differentiate this term. Sorry, integrate this term. You only have to integrate the term that has tau in it. Is that clear?
यस सर.
Now e to the power 80 into e to the power minus 80, that is e to the power 0, that is I. So I can write xt is equal to e to the power 80 x naught plus integral of 0 to t. Now this I can take inside, although this is not an integration के अंदर ये term, ये वाली term integrate नहीं लेनी है, लेकिन इसको compact form में रखने के लिए I can write it as e to the power a t minus tau b u tau and d tau. So this is the solution. This is the complete solution of the non-homogeneous state equation. In general, if the initial time is taken as T naught, in that case, what will be xt equal to? Xt will be e to the power a, this will come as t minus t naught. That instead of x0 will come as t naught, plus integral of, instead of integrating it from 0 to t, we will be integrating it from t naught to t, e to the power a, t minus tau, b, u tau and d. ये तब है अगर मैं इनिशियल टाइम टी नॉट ले रहा हूँ, लेकिन एलटीआई सिस्टम्स के लिए because initial time can always be conveniently taken as 0, so you can always consider this particular equation as the complete solution of the non-homogeneous state equation. तो इस solution में आप देख सकते हो कि दो components हैं. If u is equal to 0, what will you be left with? You will be left with this thing only, which we have already proved for a homogeneous state equation. Is that clear? जब हमने homogeneous state equation solve की, जी, जब हमने homogeneous state equation solve की, उसका solution क्या आ रहा था?
e के power 80 x.
x0. That's this one?
Yes, sir.
Because if you put ut equal to 0, you will get this thing only. And this particular term, ये जो दूसरा component है solution का, ये u पे dependent है. So this depends upon the forcing function. That means the input function. Input function is u, isn't it? So this xt is said to have two components in its response. One is this component, which I have told you that this is the natural response. Natural response because it only depends upon the system. It is a function of system matrix A only. And this response, this component of the response, this is known as forced response. Why this is known as forced response? Because it depends upon the forcing function. No doubt, it depends upon A also. It's a function of A and B also, because the system, how it will behave when an input is applied, it will also depend upon the system also. And in addition to that, it will depend upon the forcing function also. But this component of the response, it is also known as the natural response, or we also call it, as I have told you, as the transient response of the system. We also call it that it is a response of the system without the input being applied. What will be the response of the system under the influence of initial conditions alone? खाली initial conditions अगर non-zero ली हुई हैं, तो उसके response में system कैसे behave करेगा? We call that as a natural response of the system. And this component of the response, which is the forced response, which depends upon the forcing function, it is also known as the steady state response. आपने देखा है कि किसी भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन के सॉल्यूशन में दो कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं, एक तो नेचुरल कंपोनेंट रिस्पांस का और दूसरा कंपोनेंट रिस्पांस पर जो कि डिपेंड करता है इनपुट फंक्शन पर, जिसको कि फोर्स्ड रिस्पांस है, स्टेडी स्टेट रिस्पांस है. इज दैट क्लियर? ये चीजें मैं और थोड़ा क्लियर करूंगा आपको आगे जब हम न्यूमेरिकल्स भी कंसीडर करेंगे, क्योंकि इसी की बेसिस पे हम स्टेबिलिटी भी डिस्कस करेंगे. we'll talk about stability also on this basis. इस पे हम स्टेबिलिटी भी डिस्कस करेंगे इस पर्टिकुलर बेसिकली क्या होता है कि जो स्टेडी स्टेट कंपोनेंट रिस्पांस का होता है, यू मस्ट हैव डन इट इन योर this fourth semester course also. What is the steady state component of the response equal to? How is that defined as steady state response?
सर t टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी होता है.
Very good. Limit t tending to infinity xt. है ना? Limit t
Yes, sir.
tending to infinity xt. The component of the response that remains, that is known as the steady state component of the response. लेकिन ये steady state defined only उन systems के लिए है जो कि stable हो, क्योंकि unstable systems steady state में आते ही नहीं है. Unstable systems don't come to steady state. उसमें उन systems में क्या होता है कि transient response normally क्या होना चाहिए systems में, stable systems में, that with time the transient response should decay. जितना जितना time, जब time tending to infinity, the steady transient component of the response should go to zero. That is the property of stable systems, and the component of the response that remains, that is known as the steady state component of the response. I'll come back to this. I will discuss this again once we will talk about the detail. Numericals में भी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा explain करूँगा ये इसकी implications क्या हैं, ये जो response आपको इस form में मिला. तो basically आप देख रहे हो कि इसमें एक component जो response का है वो depend करता है system matrix A पे, and this actually defines the response of the system when no forcing function is applied onto the system. And with forcing function also one more term comes, which is an integral term. Basically time integration होती है जो कुछ terms की जो यहाँ पे जो इसका integrand है वो define करता है कि steady ये जो response है वो कैसे evolve हो जाएगा under the influence of the forcing function. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see. इस इक्वेशन अगर मान लीजिए आपको एक सिस्टम दिया गया है x डॉट इक्वल टू ax प्लस bu, जिसमें की इनिशियल कंडीशंस दी हुई है. अच्छा एक और चीज मैं यहाँ पे पॉइंट आउट कर लूं, ये तो स्टेट इक्वेशंस का सॉल्यूशन हो गया. आउटपुट इक्वेशन क्या है आपकी? आउटपुट इज y इज इक्वल टू cx प्लस du, इजंट इट? ये वाली इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करके आपने ये सॉल्यूशन ऑब्टेन किया, दैट इज x, एंड व्हेन यू सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस x हियर यू विल गेट द आउटपुट. Is that clear? तो अगर आपको कोई स्टेट स्पेस मैट्रिक्स, स्टेट स्पेस मॉडल दिया गया है और उसमें इनपुट टर्म दी हुई है, इनिशियल कंडीशंस दी हुई है और आपको आउटपुट ऑब्टेन करना है, तो प्रोसीजर क्या है इसको सॉल्व करने का? पहले आपको ये वाली इक्वेशन सॉल्व करनी है जिससे कि आपका xt मिलेगा और वो x इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करके आपको y मिलेगा. इज दैट ओके? नाउ इस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने में what's the main problem? The main problem is the evaluation of this e to the power at. How do we evaluate e to the power at? State transition matrix को कैसे evaluate किया जाए? क्योंकि ये तो एक infinite series है, isn't it? जैसे मान लीजिए आपको कोई मैट्रिक्स A दिया गया है. If A is given as let's say 1 2 1 3 1 4 6 3 2, and you are asked to evaluate e to the power at, how do you evaluate it? By definition, what is e to the power at equal to? I plus at plus a square t square upon 2 factorial plus so on. A k t k upon k factorial plus so on. This is an infinite series. Summation of I is equal to 0 to infinity. A to the power I t to the power I upon I factorial. Isn't it? Now, how do we solve this equation actually? How do we solve this expression? इसको e to the power at evaluate कैसे करें? हमारा next topic वही है. That is evaluation of e to the power at. Evaluation of state transition matrix. How do we evaluate the? Yes.
at अगर less than 1 रहा तो सर वो infinite सीरीज evaluate कर सकते हैं.
at अगर less than 1 रहा तो कैसे करेंगे evaluate? A तो matrix है ना?
Yes.
A is not a scalar. अगर ये स्केलर होता है ऐसे तो उस केस में तो इवैल्यूएशन इजी थी, उसको इसको तो इवन कैलकुलेटर पे आप इवैल्यूएट कर सकते हो. बट हाउ डू यू इवैल्यूएट दिस e to the power at? इसको कैसे इवैल्यूएट किया जाए? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम?
Yes, problem understood.
So any idea how do we evaluate the state transition matrix? The evaluation of State transition matrix, that's the next topic. Evaluation of state transition matrix. That is e to the power at. अच्छा एक और चीज मैं यहाँ पर मिस कर दिया. अभी मैंने इक्वेशन का सोल्यूशन लिखा. इक्वेशन का सोल्यूशन मैंने ऐसे लिखा xt इक्वल टू e to the power at x naught plus integral of 0 to t e to the power a t minus tau b u tau d tau. Can you tell me what will be the solution in terms of phi? Yes, e to the power at I have told you we represent it as phi. So this is basically phi t into x naught plus integral of 0 to t phi of t minus tau b u tau d tau. हो सकता है बुक्स में कहीं पे आपका सॉल्यूशन कुछ ऐसे लिखा हुआ, so you should not get confused with the solution. Is that okay? I'll come back to this topic. That is evaluation of state transition matrix. I'll show you many methods for evaluating this state transition matrix. Basically, the problem is how to evaluate e to the power 8. Now, solution number 1. Method number 1. Using Laplace transform. Using Laplace transform. Basically, I have the equation this x dot equal to axt, ax, with x of 0 defined by. If I take Laplace transform on both sides, what will I get? Yes, help me. If I take Laplace transform on both sides of this equation, what will I get?
Sir, s into xs.
S into xs minus x0
Yeah. Yes, sir.
is equal to a into xs. So yeah, note down the Laplace variables I am writing in uppercase and the time variables I am writing in lowercase. Or I can take this as this xs terms I can combine. I'll write it like this. You know, A is a matrix. I'll write it like this: Si minus A into xs equal to x naught. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Or I can write xs is equal to Si minus A inverse into x naught. Is that okay? Just to avoid confusion, let me write this x naught simply like this. अब अगर मुझे xs से xt चाहिए तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए?
Inverse Laplace.
Inverse Laplace. Taking inverse Laplace. What will I get? Inverse Laplace of xs, that is xt. That is Laplace inverse of si minus a inverse into x. So yeah. Which I can also write like this, that is Laplace inverse of si minus a inverse Laplace inverse of si minus a inverse into x. So this is your xt. Solution of homogeneous state equations has been obtained as, जो हमने already expression obtain की है उसके लिए, that is xt equal to e to the power at x naught. ये हमने prove किया है ना already. I call this as equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. If I compare 1 and 2, what do I get? By taking this Laplace transform root, I have obtained xt equal to Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse into x naught. Isn't it? And I have already got the solution of the homogeneous state equation, this x dot equal to ax as xt equal to a to the power at e to the power at x naught. So both of these are the solutions of the same equation. So if I compare these two solutions, what will be e to the power at equal to? Yes.
Laplace inverse of
Laplace inverse of SI minus.
Laplace inverse of Si minus A. Is that okay? So this is how we obtain the state. This is one method for evaluating the state transition matrix. So what do you have to do actually? If you have to evaluate the state transition matrix, आपने SI minus A matrix obtain करना है, उसका inverse लेना है, फिर उसका Laplace inverse लेना है. That will give you e to the power 80. Is that okay?
yes, sir.
Clear to everybody? ये एक सिंपल तरीका है e to the power 80 को इवैल्यूएट करने का. ऑल्दो इसमें मैथमेटिकली बहुत सारे स्टेप्स हैं. जैसे आपको इनवर्स मेन स्टेप है इसमें, जो SI minus A का इनवर्स ऑब्टेन करना है. This is one of the main steps in this, which actually involves some mathematics, some numerical what you call effort. इसमें लगेगा ये इनवर्स ऑब्टेन करने में, and then you have to take the Laplace inverse and you will get e to the power 80. And then that e to the power 80 you can substitute in the solution and you will get the response of the system. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So this is one way of evaluating the state transition matrix. I can take an example and we'll see. We'll take an example. For example, you have been given x dot equal to x dot equal to zero, 0, minus 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 3 into x plus, okay, there's a plus, it's only like this. This is a homogeneous state equation. And x naught is given as, that is, initial conditions are given as 0, 1, 0. And you are asked to evaluate the state transition matrix. Or compute the state transition matrix. तो कैसे करेंगे हम? We have seen that state transition matrix, that is phi t, is equal to e to the power at. अभी हमने प्रूव किया है, is equal to Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse. Is that okay? So what do? We first of all obtain Si minus A. Do it on your notebooks. What we'll do, we'll first of all obtain Si minus A. What will be Si minus A equal to? This is equal to S0, 0, 0, 0, S, sorry, 0, S0, 0, 0, S. minus A. A is what? It is 0, 0, minus 2, 0, 1, 0, and 1, 0, 3. So what is Si minus A equal to? That's S, 0, and 2, then 0, S minus 1, and 0, then minus 1, and 0, and S minus 3. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
ओके अब इसके बाद क्या करना है? SI माइनस ए इनवर्स करना है. करो जरा ऑब्टेन करो SI माइनस ए इनवर्स. SI माइनस ए इनवर्स कैसे ऑब्टेन करेंगे? Adjoint of SI minus A upon determinant of SI minus A. करके तो हमें ये जल्दी से SI minus A का देखो क्या होगा adjoint matrix और determinant क्या होगा इसका. I need this. I want the solution from you. Just do it. You started doing it?
Yes, sir.
बताओ जरा मुझे पहले डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ एस माइनस ए क्या आएगा? यस
सर S -2 into S -1 का होल स्क्वायर सर डिटरमिनेंट
दिस विल बी इक्वल टू व्हाट?
S -2 into
S minus 2 into
S -1 का होल स्क्वायर.
very good. S minus 1 का होल स्क्वायर. So this is determinant of S minus A. अब adjoint बताओ इसका. हाँ?
S -3
Adjoint of S minus A. That is equal to
adjoint सर S minus
adjoint
3
बता रहे हो या inverse बता रहे हो?
adjoint ही बता.
Adjoint बता रहे हो?
यस सर.
हाँ बताओ adjoint क्या है?
S -3 into S -1
Okay.
0
Okay.
2 minus 2 yes
2 minus
2 yes.
is it minus 2 into S minus 1? Yes.
सर
है ना?
यस सर.
अच्छा, और
Zero.
आगे? 0
0
फिर बीच में
S -2 S -1
ओके
0
0
S -1 0
ओके
S into S -1.
very good, very nice. So this is your adjoint of Si minus A, isn't it? अब इनवर्स बताओ. Si minus A का इनवर्स. एडजॉइंट को सिंपली डिटरमिनेंट से डिवाइड करना है ना? तो बताओ क्या आएगा? S minus 3 into S minus 3 upon S minus 1 into S minus 2. सही है? 0 then minus 2 upon S minus 1 into S minus 2. Then you have 0 here again. Then you have 1 upon S minus 1. Then you have 0 here. Then you have 1 upon S minus 1 into S minus 2. Then you have 0 here. Then you have S upon S minus 1 into S minus 2. सही है?
Yes sir.
This is what? This is Si minus A inverse. इसके बाद क्या करना है? इसका Laplace inverse. Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse. Means इसमें हर एक टर्म का Laplace inverse लेना है. बताओ लैप्लास इनवर्स लेके क्या आएंगी टर्म्स? इसका लैप्लास इनवर्स लेने के लिए you will have to do that partial fraction expansion first, isn't it? हाँ जी,
Yes, sir.
तो बताओ क्या आएगा जल्दी से, फास्ट. You have to be very good in mathematics. You have to be very fast.
सर पहला टर्म आएगा 2e के पावर
2 e to the power
t,
t.
दूसरा टर्म
2 e to the power t एक और टर्म आएगी ना e to the power t2 वाली में.
यस सर, और
बताओ क्या आएगा वो टर्म?
सर e के पावर 2t आ रहा है.
e to the power 2t. 2 e to the power t minus e to the power 2t. ये पहली टर्म आ रही है, फिर 0 हो गया.
0.
ये वाली टर्म को बताओ. जल्दी से.
सर पहला टर्म
हाँ,
-2 e के पावर t,
-2
e के पावर t,
ओके. ये जरा देखो ये आ रहा है क्या?
दूसरा टर्म सर 2 into 2 minus 4 plus 4 into e के पावर 2t.
ये
4
basically
into e to the power 2.
it is like this, -2 upon s minus 1 into s minus 2. If you can write as -2 into 1 upon s minus 1 into s minus 2. So yeah,
Yes sir.
we can write it as -2 into -1 upon s minus 1 plus 1 upon s plus 2. ये देखो सही लिखा मैंने कि नहीं? This is minus s minus 2 plus s minus 1 plus s minus 1. No, this is 1 there. So it should be minus in between this.
Yes sir, 4 आ
Minus आना चाहिए ना?
माइनस आना चाहिए.
Minus s plus 1 आएगा फिर. ये वो तो minus 1 आएगा ना ऊपर. ठीक है, minus अंदर ले सकते हैं.
हाँ.
So this will be like this. Is it like this? ये सही है?
फिर ऊपर -2s आ जाएगा.
हाँ?
फिर ऊपर -2s आ जाएगा.
नहीं, ये 2 हमने बाहर लिया, ये माइनस है ना ऐसे.
सर -1/s प्लस s -1 की जगह +1/s -1 रहना चाहिए.
ऐसे.
यस सर.
So this is s plus 2 minus s plus 2 minus s plus 1. S plus 2 minus s plus 1. नहीं, वो सही नहीं है. s plus 2 यहाँ पे माइनस आना चाहिए ना बेसिकली. Are you getting me or not?
सर बी वाले टर्म पे माइनस रहेगा ना.
बताओ जरा क्या आएगा, आपका क्या आ रहा है? So this is basically our -2 upon s minus 1 into s minus 2. बताओ क्या आ रहा है फाइनली?
सर 2/s
by-
-1
2 upon
s -1 minus
माइनस
2/s -2.
2 upon s minus 2. हाँ, this will be 2s minus 4. This is minus 2s plus 2. हाँ ठीक है, ये सही है ना? When you take its inverse Laplace, it will come out to be 2 e to the power t minus 2 e to the power 2t. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि 0 है यहाँ पे, इसका क्या आएगा e to the power t, ये 0 है यहाँ पे. अब इसका 1 upon s minus 1 into s minus 2, it will come as, it will come at minus 2 e to the power t plus 2 e to the power 2t. Right, correct? नहीं, 2 नहीं. 2 नहीं यहाँ पे. Isn't it? क्योंकि ये यही वाली टर्म है ना, without this minus 2. This is this term without this minus 2. So if you divide this by minus 2, you'll get this. Then this is 0. And tell me what will be the last term?
Minus e to the power t plus 2 times e to the power 2t.
Minus e to the power t plus 2 e to the power 2t. Is that okay? This is your Laplace inverse of Sa minus A inverse, which is also equal to e to the power at. It can also be written as phi t. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
sir.
तो ये तो स्टेट ट्रांजिशन मैट्रिक्स इवैल्यूएट हो गया. अगर आपको सिस्टम का नेचुरल रिस्पांस भी ऑब्टेन करना है, इवैल्यूएट द सेम सिस्टम के लिए, यू हैव टू इवैल्यूएट द नेचुरल रिस्पांस ऑफ द सिस्टम. इनकी इनिशियल कंडीशंस दी हुई हैं. What is the natural response of the system equal to? That is equal to e to the power at into x naught. Isn't it? E to the power at हमने evaluate किया यहाँ पे. It's to be multiplied by x naught. So e to the power at is 2 e to the power t minus e to the power 2t, then 0. 2 e to the power t minus 2 e raised to the power 2t. Then you have 0 e to the power t, then 0. Then you have minus e to the power t plus e to the power 2t, then 0. Then minus e to the power t plus 2e to the power 2t. Multiplied by initial condition. Initial conditions क्या दी हुई है? Initial conditions दी हुई है 0, 1, 0. Isn't it? Initial conditions are given as 0, 1 and 0. What will be the natural response of the system? You have to simply multiply them. You'll get 0 here, e to the power t here. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
मान
sir.
लीजिए मुझे स्टेट ट्रांजिशन मैट्रिक्स इवैल्यूएट नहीं करना होता, मुझे खाली नेचुरल रिस्पांस सिस्टम को ऑब्टेन करना होता. Had I to evaluate the natural response of the system only without evaluating the state transition matrix, in that case it will be easy if you take this expression. Natural response of the system, we have seen that is equal to xt equal to Laplace inverse of, जो मैंने पहले लिखा था, si minus a inverse into x naught. यहाँ पे लिखा था ना मैंने. See this expression. Xt is equal to Laplace inverse of si minus a inverse into x naught. Isn't it? तो अगर आप पहले ये इवैल्यूएट करो और उसका लैप्लास इनवर्स लो, तो इसमें मैथमेटिकल कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम में कम हो जाएगी. मे बी इनवर्स लैप्लास आपको ज्यादा फंक्शंस का ना लेना पड़े. और उसमें आप एक और चीज का ध्यान भी रखो कि x0 जो मेरा दिया हुआ है प्रॉब्लम में, वो क्या दिया था? इनिशियल कंडीशन क्या दी थी इस न्यूमेरिकल में?
0, 1, 0.
0, 1, 0.
0, 1, 0. Isn't it? Basically, I have to multiply xi minus a inverse into x naught. तो इनवर्स चाहे कुछ भी कैलकुलेट हो, x naught के जीरो से मल्टीप्लाई करके वो सारा जीरो हो जाएगा, जहां पे जीरो होगा. Are you following me? Are you getting me? मैंने इस केस में जब मैंने न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व किया, आई हैड टू ऑब्टेन SI माइनस A इनवर्स, बिकॉज SI माइनस A इनवर्स का लैप्लास इनवर्स, उससे मुझे स्टेट ट्रांजिशन मैट्रिक्स इवैल्यूएट करना था. तो उस केस में इट वाज एसेंशियल दैट आई obtain the complete inverse and then take its Laplace inverse and evaluate the state transition matrix. लेकिन कभी-कभी numericals में maybe you don't have to evaluate, you are not asked to evaluate the state transition matrix. You are just asked to get the natural response of the system with some initial conditions x naught. तो उस केस में mathematical complexity को कम करने के लिए you can behave a bit smartly, like SI minus A inverse into x naught I have to evaluate, and then I have to take the Laplace inverse. Now when I have to multiply this SI minus A inverse by x naught, इस केस में इस पर्टिकुलर न्यूमेरिकल में x naught के दो टर्म 0 है, खाली एक 1 है. तो मींस जब मैं SI minus A inverse इवैल्यूएट करूंगा इतनी मेहनत करके, फिर x naught से उसका प्रोडक्ट करूंगा, so many terms which I evaluated in this inverse they will become 0, isn't it? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
I need some response from you.
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें आप क्या कर सकते हो कि लैप्लास SI माइनस A इनवर्स का पहले लैप्लास इनवर्स लेके फिर x नॉट से प्रोडक्ट करके you can instead compute this term first, और इसमें भी वही टर्म्स इवैल्यूएट करो जो कि नॉन जीरो आएंगी और उसका लैप्लास इनवर्स लो. क्योंकि इसमें फाइनली देखो आप इतना सारा इवैल्यूएशन करके जब मैंने इसका नेचुरल रिस्पांस ऑब्टेन किया, फाइनली मैंने इवैल्यूएटेड इट्स नेचुरल रिस्पांस, तो उसमें क्या हुआ कि नेचुरल रिस्पांस में क्योंकि ये 010 था तो खाली ये वाली टर्म आई आपकी नेचुरल रिस्पांस में, ये सारी टर्म्स बाकी जीरो बन गई. आर यू गेटिंग मी? क्योंकि ये वाली टर्म से ये वाली टर्म का प्रोडक्ट भी इसके साथ होता है, ये जीरो हो जाती है, ये वाली टर्म का प्रोडक्ट इसके साथ हो जाता है, ये जीरो हो जाती है. खाली जहां पे 1 है इसमें, that particular term only, वो वाला कॉलम जो इसका है, that only comes as the solution. So instead, had I evaluated only these, had I acted a bit smartly, क्योंकि इस केस में I couldn't do that because I was asked to evaluate e to the power 80. But in case in some numerical, you have to evaluate only the natural response of the system. You don't want to evaluate e to the power 80. Then in that case, I could have avoided obtaining the inverse, obtaining this adjoint terms for the complete matrix. I could have just evaluated this particular column because इसमें मुझे पता है कि इसमें खाली ये वाली टर्म 1 आ रही है, तो ये वाली टर्म्स खाली नॉन जीरो हो जाएंगी. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
If you are not getting what I am trying to say, then I will repeat.
सर समझ में आ रहा है.
समझ रहे हैं? तो आप देखो थोड़ा सा इसको देखो at your places कि मैं क्या बताने की कोशिश कर रहा था और आपने क्या समझा. Just try to evaluate all these things. Just try to take some numericals and see how this state transition matrix can be evaluated. How we can obtain the natural response of the system under the influence of initial conditions. तो इसमें आगे हम देखेंगे. अभी तो हम ये वाला टॉपिक जो हम ले रहे हैं, that is evaluation of state transition matrix. इसका एक मेथड हमने देखा. इसमें आप देखो कि मैथमेटिकल कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इस मेथड में थोड़ी बहुत ज्यादा है क्योंकि इसमें इनवर्स भी ऑब्टेन करना है मैट्रिक्स का, फिर बाद में लैप्लास इनवर्स भी लेना है. So it has got a little more mathematical complexity. So I will talk about some other methods through which we can evaluate this state transition. Is that clear?
Yes,
Next
sir.
class will be following up on the same topic. Now what about yesterday's assignment? Have all of you done that?
Yes, sir. Yesterday submitted.
Yes, submitted, but have you understood it?
Yes, sir.
Because only one of the students of your batch, he contacted me and discussed the thing with me. Others, I guess, you have all got it. I'll ask you. We'll have a quiz sometime in the near future, and I'll ask you these things. तो जहाँ पे अगर कहीं पे कोई इशू है तो मुझे बता दो, तो वो हम क्लियर करने की कोशिश करेंगे किसी ट्यूटोरियल क्लास में. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So what is the feedback so far? Are you enjoying the course?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Silence का क्या मतलब लूँ मैं?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is the course okay? Are you enjoying it?
Yes,
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I would like you to give me proper feedback. जहाँ पे लगे कि कुछ कहीं पे तेज गया मैं, कहीं पे धीरे जाना चाहिए था या कहीं पे कुछ और एक्सप्लेनेशन देनी चाहिए थी. तो उसके लिए मुझे आपका फीडबैक चाहिए. Okay. And tomorrow is
Yes.
going to be your lab class. Again, we'll be engaging the lab class as done last time. So your lab report should be ready. अभी हम आपके अटेंडेंस स्टेटमेंट भी कंपाइल करेंगे. जो लोग क्लास में क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं, we'll be compiling the attendance statement. We'll see how many students are there who are not attending the class at all, so that proper action can be taken. So thank you for today. You can just go to the next class and you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.